I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. Well, today we're back aboard the Sea Star. About an hour ago, we left out of Oceanside, traveled south. We're right off the coast here in San Diego County, and we're gonna be looking for calico bass, sand bass today, and if we get really lucky, maybe an exotic or two. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez, and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
A good hit.
Oh my, look at that. Grabbed it back here, never got to the head though.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice calico.
All right guys, we're on the Sea Star here. It's the first week of June 2022. We're fishing near the submerged kelp bed. And Jim Burmeister, he just came up. He's got a real light outfit with small hook and a little slider sinker. This is a calico bass. These have to be 14 inches to keep now, minimum length. They're really slow growers. It takes them 7 years to get to be that minimum of 14 inches. So this one we're going to release. But we're right here immediately along the coast. We're only half a mile from the beach, and we're fishing off of Leucadia, which is south of Oceanside, and we're in about 45 feet of water. So this is what we're targeting, but we catch another fish today, the sheep's head and the great big white sea bass. So it's good fishing today. Thanks. Good job, Jim. We're going to release them.
Calico bass.
All right.
Thank you, Captain.
Yes, it's a beauty. Look at that calico. Pulled him out of the kelp. That's a nice fish. Nice calico bass, legal size, 68-degree water, early June. Great. Good job.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Let's see how big he is.
Sheephead.
Look at that one. Yeah, that's it. These sheep's head, normally you catch them near the bottom. They like to eat lobsters, clams, squid. So you're more likely to catch them down deeper. They get quite big, you know. I've seen them up to almost 40 pounds, but this is a nice one. And they're really good eating, nice white meat on them. And you can see those big buck teeth that they have, because that's what they use to eat those crustaceans. They kind of crush them and then they get to the meat. Good job.
Thank you.
A little line.
Yeah, it's my first time fishing, so good stuff.
Good job, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Come on, Judy. See your sheephead.
Coming up. Oh no.
Oh, it's a bass.
Nice.
Nice calico.
All right. This is on the squid, strip squid, and that little circle hook. We got another one coming up here in the corner.
Down, pull up nice and slow.
Another sheep's head. Good job. Come this way. All right. Number 3, sheep's head. Beauty.
Fishing with Dan Hernandez on the Sea Star. Captain Joe. Thank you.
Good catch, ladies.
Knows what's up. Mother-daughter fishing.
Yeah, all right. Good.
I'm trying not to. Captain's helping, so we're in good shape. All right, I'll keep his head in the water. Head's in the water. Head's in the water. Oh yeah! Only on Oceanside, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, you knew it was gonna happen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. Woo-hoo!
This is Adam. He just caught this fish. Beautiful white sea bass. I don't know, 60 pounds, something like that. It's over 50. And Captain Joe, he's throwing a jig. First stop of the day. And he's got this beautiful fish. Hard to believe, just a beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I bought my
size.
grandma flowers, that's why.
Beautiful
Make
fish.
sure you buy your grandmother flowers.
It's a beautiful fish. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, so you can get another one.
Good to thank Mel.
And he's got it on the jig too, a surface jig, which is really simple.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Caddy 4-0.
This is one big fish.
Sand. Nice little old sand there.
Safety first. Keep the fish safe. Look at his eyeballs, how beautiful. They can capture light much better than we can. This is a breeding color of a male fish. We're gonna let this one go today. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Woo! Thank you.
Oh, sheephead.
Nice.
No.
Keep it in the boat.
Nice sheep's head. Look at the color on that one.
Male sheephead. All right, let's take a little break from the action here on the Sea Star and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear you need for this type of fishing. This one. This week in the tackle box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tackle boxes. I get lots of requests, emails, and even phone calls asking, what do I look for in a tackle box? So I just want to go over some basic things. And I see a lot of you show up on sport boats with a little box like this, and this is more designed for lake fishing, and it's got the different trays and opens up where you can grab some of your stuff. But for ocean fishing, this is just really way too small, and it's not really convenient to use. Something like this would be great for half-day, three-quarter-day fishing, for a day trip. And what I look for is something like this, where you have an area on top that's open, and I like having my little compartments. So on my personal one, I'll have hooks on top, maybe some bucktails, some lures, and on the bottom, I'll have sinkers. And that's how I normally do it. And then with this actual box too, you can slide stuff in between. And then it's got these little bags where you can put more hooks, more leaders, and stuff like that. This box also comes with rod holders. So when you're on a trip, you want to put your rods next to you. You can put a rod or two there. Makes it nice and convenient. But this is what I look for. I want something with individual trays so I can organize it and put all the tackle that I need. And that's really important to me. Another thing you should have with your tackle box is a boomerang tool. There's several different versions of this, and the one I really like a lot is the one with the longer blade. Makes it nice and easy for cutting spectra. Works good with mono too. And some of them, like this one, even has a light, so when you're tuna fishing, you can use it for glow-in-the-dark lures. But this should be in every tackle box. And again, this is a style of box I like. There's lots of different brands out there that make them, but this is one particular one that I use sometimes. So this is some of the basics that I look for in a tackle box. Like I said, there's lots of them out there. This should give you a good idea where to start. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
grab this. That's the biggest sheep's head of the day. It's a nice male with the 3 colors. The white, the black, the red, big buck teeth. Got them right out of the kelp. We're fishing shallow water now. There's some big kelp stringers. So when you get bit, they want to swim back into the kelp. So sometimes you got to let them swim out. You got to put them in preschool, let them go. That's exactly what she did, and that's the result.
Fishing with Dan Hernandez on the Sea Star.
And Captain Joe.
And Captain Joe. Thank you.
Another calico bass there.
Barracuda.
Oh yeah, very good. Let's see what we got here. Hold on to your line.
Calico bass.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Big bass.
Oh,
doctor.
big bass of the day.
Bring him over.
Nice fish.
Nice one.
Looks like a 1/4 ounce sliding edge.
I got to use all my strength to bring him up. Now look at this, guys and girls. Look at that sand bass.
That's a nice fish.
Wow. Look at that.
Short. Just like me, short.
Nice calico.
Oh,
My God.
on shrimp, right?
Oh my God.
On
Look
shrimp.
at that one.
That is the
Wow.
biggest one, right?
They're getting bigger each time you bring them up.
Wow, ladies are on a roll.
Double bacon with cheese back there.
Got it. Swim back.
Got him out.
Yes, he
Good
did.
job.
He swam out.
There you go.
Done.
Good job.
Oh, no, he's back in there.
Gonna go back in.
Drop it
Oh,
down.
now he
There you
comes back out. Oh, nice.
Big bass.
Cindy.
Sandy bass. Good size one.
Oh, biggest bass of the day for sure.
All right, nice sand bass.
Okay, guys, we've been catching mostly calicos today, but this is, I think, only our second sand bass that we've caught. You can see the difference in the coloring between the calicos and the sand bass. These have bars, and they're more gray and white, but they're also slow growers. They grow a little bit faster than the calicos, but again, it takes them near to be 7 years to get to be that 14-inch minimum length, but this is way over. These are really good eating fish. And Jim just came up with a sheep's head, and now he just brought up this nice sand bass. So good going, Jim.
Awesome. Thank
and he's
you.
got just this little hook right here.
This is the 23rd year we've been out here with Captain Joe, and probably about the 25th year, maybe 30th year with Jim too. He's been fishing with us. Watch his kids grow up. Now they're all adults now. So thanks for coming out with us.
Awesome. Thank
Good
you.
job, Jim.
Looks like it might be.
Might be trying to pull it.
Short.
Calico keeper. Heads up. Okay, maybe a 1/4 inch.
We'll see.
Close.
Beautiful fish.
Gorgeous. Look at their eyes. Huh?
Yep. It's sweet.
I'm fishing a chunk of bait, and I got a fish. I can see him out there, but he's stuck in the kelp. So what you have to do when they get in the kelp, just feed it line like that. I only have 12-pound test line, so I can't pull too hard. So I'm gonna give him some line, let him think he's free, and put it back in gear. There, he swam out of there. Here we go. Hopefully this one's legal. We'll see. Oh yeah. Here we go. There's a nice calico bass, nice legal size. Again, that was just a little tiny chunk of bait. We got really large sardines today for bait, and they're really kind of big for this type of fish, but it's nice legal fish. All right, let's take a little break from the action and go to the galley and show you how to cook up one of these delicious fish for catching. Here goes. This week in the galley, I want to cook you up a rockfish. And this isn't just any rockfish dish. This is my basic go-to dish anytime I just want to eat a piece of fish after a fishing trip. Maybe I come back with a sculpin or a rockfish, calico bass. Nice, easy dish to make. And what's sweet about rockfish, you can do anything with it. You can deep fry it, or you can bake it, or you can even pan fry it like I'm gonna do right now. So I have my rockfish. It's already been trimmed. The ribs are off it, all the skin's off it. So what I want to do now is season it. So I'm gonna put some salt on it. I'm gonna put some tahini on it and flip it over. And you want to do both sides. You want to season both sides, and some black pepper. Okay, so I have my pan right over here. It already has olive oil in it. So I'm just gonna add some butter. And just let that cook. And the olive oil will keep the butter from burning. Just take my rockfish, put it right there. Now, one of the common mistakes people make is they flip the fish over too many times. So I'm just gonna move it around, make sure it's getting nice and cooked. It looks really good there. So at this point, what I like to do is add some vegetables. So I have some bell peppers, some red, and some yellow bell peppers, and some onions. Just a couple of thin slices. And you can see I'm using different colors of bell peppers just because I like to add the color to the dish. Just flip it over. The bell peppers aren't going to take very long to cook, and luckily this fish isn't going to take very long either. So just flip it over. You can see how it's already nice and colored. It's beautiful. Just let that cook for a few more minutes. And the fish will pretty much tell you when it's cooked. It'll start to separate nice and easily. This looks really good. And I'm going to put the fish on a bed of brown rice. I like to use brown rice a lot. So just put that right on there. That's it. Now this is a little wasabi sauce I like to make. It's wasabi paste, a little bit of soy sauce, some mayonnaise. It's a real simple thing to make. One day I'll show you guys how to make it. I just kind of drip it across here. A little piece of white rockfish, a little piece of rice. That is delicious. Really simple dish to make, real nice and easy. Again, with rockfish, there's so many things you can do with it, but some like this, a little pan fry, just takes a few minutes. Vegetables, brown rice, it's really good. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Wow, kill that 12-year-old breeder.
Okay, here we go. Deep said this is the bigger one here. Nice. Okay, this might be the biggest one of the day.
Calico.
Sorry. Hey, there's a beauty.
Nice one, come on.
Sick all
Big
day.
old day, and he catches the big old whopper. And look at this. This is pretty cool here. Now look, There's somebody else had them on. Who had the
Give
little?
everybody a chance to catch one.
Right, there we go.
All right, nice. That's the beauty. Had 2 hooks in them too.
No.
And Jim's on double.
Oh, there it is. That's Judy's.
The little guy.
Yep, just a little one.
Here comes mine. Thank you.
The sandbag.
There you go, legal sand bass.
Hey, sand bass for Dad.
Legal sand bass on a strip of squid. All right, let's take a little break from the action here aboard the Sea Star. And when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. For this week's tip of the week, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we caught the fish today. And most of the fish today came on cut bait, either cut shrimp, cut squid, or cut sardine. We got the calico bass, the sand bass, and those beautiful sheephead. A lot of those sheephead came on the cut shrimp, fished right on the bottom, and that was a trick. The sardines we had were so big that it was hard to live bait fish them as a whole bait. They were just too big for the bass here. But when you cut them up in chunks, it worked out good, and that's how we caught those fish. And that beautiful white sea bass that came on a surface jig, right up on the surface, first thing in the morning. That was just a big, beautiful fish. Well, I want to thank Captain Joe and the whole crew of the Sea Star. We had lots of fun fishing with them today. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.